Very good evening, students. Hope you all are doing great. So, in today's class, we are going to see linear equations. All right. Yes, a very interesting set of questions we have. Now, the first question is, which of the following is not a linear equation? All right. So, we all know that linear equation should have a format like it should be ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, isn't it? Okay. So here they say which of the following is not a linear equation, right? So from this ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we jotted down to the linear equation. All right. Yes. See, you can see the explanation here. X square plus 3 is equal to y plus 4, which implies x square minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. So for a linear equation, degree of x and y should be 1. All right. So from x square, y square only, we make the linear equations. All right. So the degree must be 1. Degree means x to the power 1, y to the power 1. All right. The next question, which of the following is a linear equation in one variable? All right, students. So which of the following is a linear equation in one variable? Right. So now just now we saw what is linear equation, right? The one where the x and y must be, it should not have power, right? Yes. So here one variable means you can see here the x has one variable here, right? So where you have only x or where you have only y. So that's supposed to be one variable. If we have two variables, then it should be x plus y. Where all other options has two variables, only option 4 has one variable. All right? Yes. See the next question. The general form of the line y is equal to 2x plus 3 is dash. What is the general form of the line? So this question has been asked in 2012 to be noted actually. So what is the general form of the line for this given equation? Y is equal to 2x plus 3. So I'm sure by now you would have got the answers. It is option 3, where it should have x, then it should have y, then it should have a numeral, right? So 2x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. All right, now let's move on to the next question. Which of the following numbers is a solution for the equation? So some questions needs to be worked out. So students who are able to work out, please do work it out. Okay, so here I have this problem. Okay, now see here 2 into x plus 4 is 9. When you multiply 2 into this equation, you get 2x plus 8 is equal to 9. And when we try to find out the value of x, 2x is equal to 9 and minus 8 will give you 1, whereas x is equal to 1 by 2. Isn't it? So that becomes x is equal to half. So 0.5. That's why your option 1 is the correct one. All right. Yes. Now let's move on to the next question. The value of x which satisfies the equation 2x minus of 4 minus x is equal to 5 minus x. All right. Okay, so some PPTs are not supporting the boards. Okay. Right. No problem. See here. Let us try to expand this equation. 2x minus of 4 minus x is equal to 5 minus x. So let us bring all the x together. 2x minus 4. Minus into minus plus x is equal to 5 minus x. Now let us bring all x to one side. What happens? What is 2x plus x? It is 3x is equal to 5. When this minus 4 goes to the other side, it becomes plus 4. So 3x plus x is 4x is equal to 5 plus 4 is 9, whereby x becomes 9 by 4. When you divide 9 by 4, we get 2.25. All right. So that's why your answer or your option 3 is correct. All right. See the next question. The equation x minus 4y is equal to 6. Does it have any solution? It doesn't have any solution. Does it have unique solution? Does it have two solutions? Or does it have infinitely many solutions? All right, so this equation has no solution, unique solution, two solution, infinitely many solutions. Okay, so I'm sure you must be able to get the answers by now. Let's see. Yes, it is infinitely many solutions because one equation having two variables contains infinitely many solutions, right? Supposing we have only x, we have, forget about x, we have only 4y is equal to 6, right? Then y will have only one solution since we have two variables, that is x and y. So definitely these two variables contains infinitely many solutions. All right, now let's move on to the next question. Lines 3x plus 2y is equal to 5 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 7 has dash solution, unique solution, infinite solution, no solution, or none of these. Okay. It has unique solution. Why? Because we can just write it down like a1 by a2 is equal to, what is the coordinate of a? It is 3, that is x. See, this 3x plus 2y is equal to 5. It is nothing but a1x plus b1y is equal to 5. Likewise, a2x minus b2y is equal to 7. So now let us get uh, the coordinate of x, which is a1, that is 3, by, for a2 it is 2, for b1 it is y 2, and for b2 it is minus 3. C1, C2 is of course 5 by 7. All right. Now let us take a1 by a2. Is it equal to b1 by b2? No, it is not equal to b1 by b2. Hence, lines are intersecting and it has unique solution. All right. So this is a rule, isn't it? We all would have learned. So a1 by a2, if it is not equal to b1 by b2, then the lines are intersecting and it has unique solution. All right. See the next question. For what values of k, 2x plus ky is equal to minus 5 and 3x plus 3y is equal to 6 has a unique solution. All right. So we have four options. Is it 2? Is it 3? Or it cannot be determined, or it is none of these. All right, students. So there are four options. Is it 2? Is it 3? Cannot be determined, or none of these. All right. So the answer is 3. How? So you can find out with this. The given equation has unique solution if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. That's the condition that we saw in the earlier sum, isn't it? If a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So what is a1 here? 2. b1 is 3. a1, sorry, b1 is k, isn't it? Because the coordinate of y. So it is k. a2 is 3. b2 is 3. So 2 by 3 is not equal to k by 3. And moreover, k is also not equal to 2. Therefore, k can have any value except 2. So here it cannot be 2 means it has to be 3, isn't it? So that's why we had opted for option 2, that is 3. I'm sure you would have understood this, students. Let's move on to the next question. Lines 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 and 4x plus 6y is equal to 9 are dash. Is it parallel lines? Is it coincident lines? Or is it intersecting lines? Or is it none of these? Okay. So lines 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 and 4x plus 6y is equal to 9 are. Is it a parallel line? Is it a coincident line? Is it an intersecting lines? Or is it none of these? All right. So how do we find out this? Of course, by finding out a1 by a2. So a1 is 2, a2 is 4. So 2 by 4, you can bring it to 1 by 2. What's b1 by b2? It's 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2. What's C1 by C2? 6 by 9, which is 2 by 3. So now let us find out A1 by A2. Is it equal to or is it not equal to B1 by B2? So 1 by 2 is equal to B1 by B2. That is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. But it is not equal to C1 by C2. Therefore, we call it as a parallel lines. All right. So these conditions, we would have read it in the linear equation lesson chapter, isn't it? Yes. All right. Now let's move on to the next question. Among the following, two parallel lines are, what are the two parallel lines? Is it option 1? Is it option 2? Is it option 3? Or is it none of these? Option 1 says 2x plus 2y plus 13 is equal to 0. X plus 2y plus 11 is equal to 0. 3x plus 3y plus 11 is 0. X minus y plus 11 is 0. Or option 3, 3x minus 2y plus 1 is 0. Or 4x minus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. Or is it none of these? Let's see the answer. It is option 2. 3x plus 3y plus 11 is equal to 0. X minus y plus 11 is equal to 0. How do we say this? Because a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. What is a1? 3. Right? What is a2? 1. So 3 by 1 is 3, which is equal to what is b1? 3. What is b2? It is minus 1. Isn't it? So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. All right, see the next question. If 2x minus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0 and ax plus ky minus 2 is equal to 0 are two parallel lines, okay, then the value of k is dash. A very beautiful question which really talks about the concept here. This question has been asked in the year 2013. All right, so let me repeat the question again. We have two equations. 2x minus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0 and ax plus ky minus 2 is equal to 0. So these two are the parallel lines. And with this condition, what is the value of k? So the moment they say it's a parallel line, then what do we know? If it is parallel line, then it means a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. That's the condition that we have learned, isn't it? So what is a1? 2 by what is a2? It is a. Isn't it? a1 by a2 is equal to what is b1? It is nothing but minus 3 by what is b2? It is k. All right. So there's a mistake in this question, students. It should be 4x plus ky, not ax. The 4 has been written by mistake as a. All right. So 2 by 4 will be equal to minus 3 by k. So when you cross multiply, we get the value of k as minus 6. All right. Fine. So I'm sure you would have understood this. Let's move on to the next question. If x plus 2y is equal to 4 and 2x plus ky is equal to 3, it has no solution, then k is dash. If x plus 2y is equal to 4 and 2x plus ky is equal to 3, it has no solution, then what is k? Right? So let's see here. X plus 2y is equal to 4. 2x plus ky is equal to 3. It has no solution. They are parallel lines. Okay. So which means a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. What is a1? The coordinate of x, that is 1. What is a2? 2. So 1 by 2 is equal to what is b1? 2. And what is b2? K. So just cross multiply. 1 into k is equal to 2 into 2, 4. So k is equal to 4. That is why your option 1 is the correct answer. All right, see the next question. Which of the following pairs are coincident lines? Right, so 4 options are given. So they're asking us to find out coincident lines. All right, so 2x plus 6y plus 3 is 0. 4x plus 2y plus 3 is 0. X plus 2y plus 3 is 0. X plus 3y plus 6 is 0. 2x plus 3y plus 3 is 0. 4x plus 6y plus 6 is 0. And x plus y plus 3 is 0. And x plus y plus 4 is equal to 0. All right, so here it is option 3. And how do we say that it is a coincident line? We say it's a coincident line when this condition satisfies. What condition? A1 by A2 must be equal to B1 by B2 must be equal to C1 by C2. All right, so after working out for all 4 equations, the third equation alone satisfies this condition. What is A1? 2 by, what is A2? 2 by 4. 2 by 4 is nothing but 1 by 2, isn't it? What is B1 by B2? It is 3 by 6. Again, it is 1 by 2. What is C1 by C2? It is 3 by 6. It is again 1 by 2. Therefore, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. If these three are same, it means that the pairs are coincident lines, right? But if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, then we say it is parallel. Isn't it? That's a condition that we learned. If all three are equal, then it means that the pairs are coincident lines. All right, now let's move on to the next question. If 3x plus 4y plus k is equal to 0 and 9x plus 12y plus 6 is equal to 0, it has infinite solutions. Then what is the value of k? All right. So it's a very simple question. In fact, what do we say in this is it has infinite solution. It means that they are coincident lines. So coincident means same. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. 3 by 9 is equal to 4 by 12 is equal to K by 6. So you can just take 1 and 3. 1 by 3 is equal to K by 6, which means K is equal to 3k is 6, k is 2. That is why your option 4 is correct. All right, students. Yes, see the next question. Two lines, 2x minus y is equal to 1. X plus ky is equal to 13. They intersect at 3, 5. Then what is the value of k? All right, students, so you should just understand the two equations, they intersect at 3, 5. Let's see. So here the answer is 2. How? 2x minus y is 1. X plus ky is 13. Right? So since they say that it is intersect at 5. Okay. So we will take x as 3, y as 5. So 2 into x is 3 plus we are taking the second equation because the first equation has everything. So x is 3 plus ky. k into y is 5 is equal to 13. When we solve, we get 5k is 13. When we solve, we get 5k is 10, ending up at k is equal to 2. That is why your option 2 is the correct answers. All right, now let's move on to the next question. The solutions of x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0 and x minus y minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, is dash. Is it 2 comma minus 1? 2 comma 1 minus 2 comma 1 minus 2 comma minus 1. Right, so now how do you do this? It is x plus y minus 1 is 0. X minus y minus 3 is 0. On adding both equations, we get the value of x is 2, y is minus 1. That's why 2 comma minus 1. So solutions means what? The value of x, the value of y. All right, see the next question. From the equation x plus 3y is equal to 10, the value of y is 4. Then the value of x will be dash. So value of y is 4 means what? X plus 12 is equal to 10. X is equal to 10 minus 12, which is minus 2. Isn't it? That's why your option 1 is correct. All right, you just have to put the value of y as 4. So in a equation, you have only one unknown variable means you can get the value. The solution is unique, isn't it? All right, see the next question. This question has been asked in the year 2022. Okay. The pair of equations 3x plus 4y is equal to 4 and 9x plus 12y is equal to 6 has infinitely many solutions if k is equal to dash. How do you find out that it has infinitely many solutions? Yes, let's see the answer. It is 2 if k is equal to 2. How? Just do 3 by 9 is equal to 4 by 12 is equal to, it should be 2 by 3. So 3 by 9 is nothing but 1 by 3 is equal to, what is 4 by 12? It is 1 by 3. Isn't it? Likewise, k by, no, the first 2 and yes is equal to k by 6. That is 2 by 6. 1 by 2. All right. Yes, see the next question. A1, if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2, then the lines are dash. Okay. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, not equal to C1 by C2, it means that it has no solutions. All right. So this is a rule that we learned. Yes. See another question. The pair of equation x is 0 and x is 5 has unique solution, infinitely many solutions, two solutions, no solution. Unique solution, infinitely many solution, two solution, or it has no solution. It has no solution. All right, so you can see here if x is equal to 0 represents, x is equal to 0 represents y-axis and x is equal to 5 represents the equation of the line parallel to y-axis at a distance 5 unit from origin. So x is equal to 0, x is equal to 5 represent two parallel lines and two parallel lines will never intersect. Parallel lines never intersect, isn't it? So there exists no solution. See the next question. If 7x minus 5y is equal to 2 and 3x plus y is equal to 4, then what is the value of x? So you just have to solve it and find out the value. Right? So we know the linear equation method, isn't it? So using that, we can find out the value of x. Using the value of x, you can find out the value of y. After you find out the value of x and y, you can check whether your answers are right by putting it into the same equation. Then it will tally. Is it clear? So here the value of x is 1. See the next question. If x plus 7y is equal to 7 and 7x minus 3y is equal to 3. 7x minus 3y is equal to minus 3. Okay, right. So what is the value of y? You can do any method, either linear equation method or substitution method, but you can find out the value of x, I mean y, isn't it? So here they have taken 7y is 7 minus x, y is 7 minus x by 7. The same thing is being substituted in another equation when it comes to y, right? So when you try to solve it, you get the value of x is 0 and y is equal to 1. So that's why your option 1 is 1, option 1 is correct. Which of the following equation is not a linear equation? Right? So linear equation means the value, it should be x, it should be y. It should not have any square, x square, y square like that, it should not have. Therefore, when you say it is not a linear equation, then it is option 2, that is 3 minus x is equal to y square plus 7. The degree, you call it as a degree, that is a degree is nothing but power, isn't it? So the power is 2, whereas the power should be 1. In the system of equations, 3x minus 2y minus 7 is 0 and kx plus 2y plus 11 is equal to 0 has unique solution then. Okay, so here what do? We take a1 by a2 is equal to a2 by b2 because it has a unique solution if and only if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So 3 by minus 2 is not equal to k by 2, whereas k is not equal to minus 3. Alright, that was a simple question. Let's move on to the next question. For the equation 2019x plus 2020y is equal to 4040. When x is equal to 0, what is the value of y? Okay, so y must be 2, isn't it? 2 zeros are 2 twos are 4. Yes, right. It is 2. How? You can just see 4040 divided by 2020, which will give us y is equal to 2. Now let's see the next question. Solutions of the equation 7x plus 5y is 12. 5x minus 7y is minus 2. It is not equal to dash. Yes, how? By option verification, the solution of equation 7x plus 5y is equal to 12. 5x minus 7y is equal to minus 2. It is not equal to only this. You just have to put the values and find out. Okay, all right. If 5 comma 2 is a solution of 2x plus 5y is 20, ax minus by is equal to 0, then a comma b is dash, right? How? 5 comma 2 is a solution, they say, no, for 2x plus 5y is equal to 20, right? Since ax minus by is equal to 0, it is a proportional relation in y. So 0 comma 0 is a 0 of the function. The equation of line passing through 5 comma 2 and 0 comma 0 is dash. We have learned it in the slope formula. Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Right? So y minus 2, you just have to substitute the value of x and y. 5 is x1. Okay. 2 is x2. 5 is x1, 2 is y1. Sorry. So y minus 2 is equal to y2 minus y1, that is 0 minus 2 by 0 minus 5 into x minus 5. So when you solve for this equation, we get the value of a as 2, b as 5. Alright, if the system of equations x minus y is 1, ax plus y is 2, it has a unique solution, then it means a is not equal to 1. Alright, so we have already studied, isn't it? The given system of equations are this. These equations are in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. It means a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, whereas a is equal to minus 1. Alright. The larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degree. The angles are, it should be 81 degree, 99 degree. How? 99 minus 81 is nothing but 18 degree. Okay. If twice the age of A is added to B's age, the sum is 45. If twice the age of B is added to A's age, then the sum is 30. Now we need to find out the value of B. You can just see here, let the age of A be X, B be Y. So if twice the age of X, that is 2 times of X, is added to B plus Y is equal to, the sum is 45. The second one, if twice the age of B, that is 2Y, plus A's age plus X is equal to 30. So now you need to find out the value of Y. Okay, just have to substitute. You can use the substitution formula method, or you can use the linear equations, and you can find out the value of Y as Y is equal to 5. All right, see the next question. 3 pens and 5 pencils together cost rupees 35, whereas 5 pens and 3 pencils together cost rupees 37. So 3x plus 5y is equal to 35. Okay, 5x plus 3y is equal to 37. So you have two simultaneous equation, right? 3x plus 5y is equal to 35. 5x plus 3y is 37, whereby you get the value of x and y, right? So the value of y is 4. Now they're asking the value of pencil. So y alone is enough. See the next question. The perimeter of rectangular plot is 32 meter. If the length is increased by 2 meter and the breadth is decreased by 1 meter, the area of plot remains the same. Then the value of L and B are respectively dash. So is it 6 meter, 10 meter, 10 meter, 6 meter, 10 meter, 10 meter, 6 meter, 6 meter. Okay. So here you can, what is the perimeter of a rectangle? It's nothing but twice of length plus breadth. Is equal to 32. So 2L plus 2B is equal to 32. So you can take, if L is increased by 2, B is decreased by 1. So L plus 2, B minus 1. You can just substitute in that L plus 2, B minus 1 is equal to length into breadth. Okay, which is nothing but L plus 2 into B minus 1. And by solving this, you get the value of length and breadth, L to be 10, breadth to be 6. That is how your option 2 is correct. See the next question. Ruby went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give the cash in rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. She got 25 notes in all. Okay, so notes each rupees 50 and 100 she received is dash. How do you do this? Let the number of rupees 50 notes be X. Let the number of rupees 100 notes be Y. So what is X plus Y? Now they say that totally she got 25 notes. So X plus Y is 25. Okay, the other one, 50 into X plus 100 into Y is equal to 2000. Right? So when you solve this, you get the value of X is 10, Y is 15. So Ruby received rupees 15, rupees 50 notes and 1500 notes. Okay. So because she should receive 50 rupee notes and 100 rupee notes, right? So in that she received 10 50 rupee notes and 1500 rupee notes. All right, see the next question. Pair of linear equations in two variables is consistent. Then the lines represented by the two equations are dash, intersecting, parallel, intersecting or coincident, or always coincident. So it is intersecting or coincident. All right, see the next question. If twice the son's age in years is added to the father's age, the sum is 70. But if twice the father's age is added to the son's age, the sum is 95. All right, see here, let the age of son be X, father be Y. So if twice the son's age, that is 2X, is added to the father's age plus Y, the sum is 70. But if twice the father's age, that is 2Y plus X is equal to 95. When you solve for this, you get the value of x is 15. Okay. Then they are asking only the sun, right? So x, the value of x is 15. All right. So with this, we come to the end of mathematics session. Chandrika ma'am, you have any announcements? The next session we have, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. You can hand over to Fatima, ma'am.
Yes. Fatima ma'am,
Yes.
you can please take over.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello, students. I hope you all are doing great. And now we are having our biology session. Okay. So we will be doing the topics. We will be doing the quick revision of few topics from biology as well in this session. Okay. So be prepared. Let me share the screen. Okay, students, so our topic is transportation. Okay, in this class, we will be doing a few key points which are very important, and then we will do the questions. Okay, so stay tuned. All right, so first we will talk about, see, these are the variations in pulse rate which is given already, and you can see. Just a second, students. Okay. So you can see the pulse rates are given in the newborn, infants, children. It is different, right? Like in newborns, it is 100 to 115. Infants, it's 90 to 120. Then of different age, like 6 to 12 months, 3 to 6 months, it is different, right? You can see it is decreasing. And when we reach the adult, still adult age, or over here, it is becoming 60 to 100, right? So this we have to keep in mind because we are doing the topic. So, in the year 1816, Rene Lenini, he invented stethoscope. Okay, before the stethoscope, how do we use to measure the heart rate? So you can say heartbeat. Doctors used to place their ears on the chest of the patient, and they used to count that. That is how a heartbeat was being noted. But after the invention of the stethoscope, Lennox, uh, it came into use. What did Lennox found? He found that paper tubes also help to hear the heartbeat properly. So instead of paper, he started with the bamboo. Okay. See, this is the diagram of a heart. I'm explaining it to you, and then I'll explain you how it functions as well. See, this is the superior vena cava. This side, first let me tell you, the side of the side which is your right side in the diagram when we study, that is the left portion. Okay, like this side is my right hand, so this portion over here it is mentioning as left one. In biology, that will be the left portion. Okay, and the left one, your left one will be read as your right one. Okay, this is how we study the diagrams in biology. So you can see superior vena cava. Okay, and you can see over here this one, this is inferior vena cava. What is the function of this? They just collect the deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body. Superior vena cava from head, neck, from the anterior portion, and inferior vena cava from the lower body parts. It collects the deoxygenated blood or impure blood, you can say. Then you can see pulmonary veins are also there, right? These one. This is the right atrium or also known as auricle. Okay. And this is the tricuspid wall. And this is the right ventricle. The lower portion is ventricle. Heart is the size of a fist, like this much. And it is a, you can say, like triangular in shape, quite triangular. In the upper part, it is a bit broader, and in the lower part, it is like pointed. So pointed portions are ventricles and broader parts are auricles or atrium. Okay, this is the pulmonary vein. which is the only vein in the whole body which carries what? Oxygenated, no, not oxygenated blood. This carries blood to the lungs, okay? And this U shape, that is aorta, it transports blood through the entire body to the entire body. And we have left atrium as well. Okay, we will study how does it work. Now focus, students. What happens? The blood, impure blood is collected by the vena cava. Okay, and when the blood enters the vena cava, it just falls into the auricle, right auricle. Okay, now right auricle, when the blood gets collected in the right auricle, what happens? There is a wall known as tricuspid wall. Due to the pressure, it gets open. Okay, this wall. Just let me change the color of the pen so that you can understand. Okay, see, this is tricuspid wall, the green one which I am marking. Green one is not visible. Let me take yellow. This is the tricuspid wall. Okay, students. Now, what happened when this portion is filled with blood, the auricles are filled, there is a pressure exerted which marks the opening of the tricuspid wall. And the blood flows from auricle to the ventricle. There is a pressure generated, right? Now, when this, due to force, when this is a, when the blood is there in the auricles, then what happens? Auricles, they contract, right? But when blood flows into the ventricles, the auricles will relax and the ventricles will start contracting. Now the pressure will be exerted on the ventricles. Okay, and this opening is, transfer of blood is guarded by a wall which is known as tricuspid wall. Now, the blood from the ventricles does not flow back to the auricles because this valve gets closed. It prevents the backward flow of the blood because the pointed portion, the ventricles are pointed, na? So blood can go backwards, but it does not go because the valve gets closed. Now from this auricles, what will happen? The pressure will be generated, and over here there are semilunar valves. Okay, in the atrium, pulmonary artery. Okay, semilunar valve. Now, because the blood, this portion is filled with blood, that it will exert pressure on this pulmonary artery, and the blood will be pushed to the pulmonary artery. Now, due to force, okay, this artery will pump the blood to the lungs, and it will get in the lungs, it will be mixed with oxygen, and then the blood will be oxygenated. Understood? After that, what will happen? That oxygenated blood will be transported to the heart again. You can see the left pulmonary veins are there, right? These veins will bring that oxygenated blood to the heart back. Okay, and from the, again it will fall in the artericles, okay, or artericles, or you can say auricles, in the left atrium. And again this atrium is guarded by bilunar valve, okay, bicuspid valve. Okay, now this bicuspid valve will open, and then again the blood will, oxygenated blood, it will be following into the left ventricle. From the left ventricles, it will go to the aorta. Okay, it will be pushed to aorta, and aorta will transport the oxygenated blood to the entire body parts. Understood? This is how the blood functions. Now, mixing does not happen in this. Okay, oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood, they both flow. There is a flow at simultaneously. Understood? There is a double circulation in heart. From one side, oxygenated blood, one from the other side, deoxygenated blood transports to the heart at a time. Understood? Now, arteries and veins. What are the arteries? Arteries carry blood from the heart to the body parts. Okay? They carry the oxygenated blood. Veins carry blood from body organs to the heart. That means deoxygenated blood. Now, you can see the structure of the artery. You can see the lumen is very thin in the artery. That is why blood flows with a pressure. Okay. And in the veins, the lumen is very wide. It is broad. This part, this is the lumen. White color portion, you can see this is lumen. Okay. So this portion is wide. That's why the blood flows smoothly in the veins. Understood? Blood capillaries. Now, what are blood capillaries? See, the blood capillaries are the microscopic vessels made of single layer of cells. Over there, what happened? Diffusion of substances takes place, and the leukocytes, WBCs, is squeezed out of the capillary wall, and they establish the continuity between the arteries and the veins. Okay. See, this is the cardiac cycle. As I explained you, okay, the human heart starts beating from the 21st day during the embryonic development. One contraction and one relaxation of atria and ventricle is called one cardiac cycle. Means one contraction of atrium, both the auricles and of the ventricles, it is known as one cardiac cycle. Understood? So this is just explain how the blood flows through the entire body. I have already explained you through the diagram. Okay. Now, single and double circulation. See, in all organisms, double circulation is not there. Okay. And then in a few we have single circulations. So in single circulation, what happens? From any point you will start. See, there is a artery, there is a vein. Okay. What will happen? This is the gill. Suppose this is of fish. In the fishes, what happens? In the gills, there is a diffusion of blood, oxygen, and what happens? Oxygen gets mixed. It will flow from here, and from here again there is a diffusion. Capillary network is there, diffusion, and what will happen? The deoxygenated blood will come into the vein and it will again transfer. This is a single circulation. And in heart, what follows in the human heart and all? We have double circulation. Understood, students? So this is how it works. First, it will be from one side, means it will flow one side oxygenated and one side deoxygenated blood. Okay, lymphatic nodes. Now we know that lymphatic nodes are also there. What happens? Tissue cells are there, tissue fluids are there. Okay, that is guarded by lymph vessels. Okay. Blood is a substance which contains solid and liquid parts both, but lymph is a substance that contains blood without any solid part. Okay. Tissue fluid is lymph present in the tissues. The liquid portion after formation of the blood clot is serum. This you have to keep in mind. Blood pressure. What is blood pressure? Blood pressure is the pressure exerted by the blood on the walls of the blood vessels. Okay, this pressure is developed due to the contraction of ventricles, that is known as systole, and relaxation of the auricles, that is known as diastole. Okay, this you have to keep in mind. And for a healthy young adult, it will be around 120 mm of Hg. What? Systolic pressure. And the relaxation, it will be, that is diastolic pressure, it is around 80 mm Hg. Okay. Coagulation of blood means what? Blood clot. What happens when blood flows out? Whenever you are hurted, there is a wound, the blood flows out, the platelets release an enzyme that is known as thrombokinase. Thrombokinase acts on other substance present in the blood called prothrombin, converting into thrombin. Okay, thrombin acts on other substances called fibrinogen that is present in dissolved state, converting into soluble fibrin. Now, these fibrin structures, these fibrin fibers forms the clot. Okay. All right. Students, just we can do the questions now. That was a quick revision. Okay. Let's start with the questions. The term cardiac refers to which organ in the body? Cardiac means always heart. Okay. Keep in mind, whenever we are talking about cardiac muscle, it is about heart. Next question. On which side of the human heart is low in oxygen? Left ventricle, right ventricle, left atrium, or right atrium? We are talking about low in oxygen means what? It will be right atrium. Because in the right atrium, what flows? Deoxygenated blood. Which structure of the heart control the flow of the blood? Arteries, veins, valves, or capillaries? Valves control. Okay, valves control the flow of the blood. They prevent the backward flow. Okay, which of the following opinion is correct? Ravi said xylem and phloem cells are arranged one upon the other to form a tube-like structure. John said xylem and phloem are not separate tube-like structures. Salma said xylem and phloem cells connect together to form a tube-like structure. Hari said because of its shape, they said to be tube-like structure. So who is the correct one? Salma said xylem and phloem cells connect together to form tube-like structures. Okay, option 3 is the right answer. Next question. An aphid pierces its proboscis into the dash to get plant juices. And your options are number 1 xylem, number 2 phloem, number 3 cambium, number 4 vascular bundle. Student, aphid means what? Honeybee. Okay, honeybee, it feeds on what? Plant juices, right? And we know that juices will be present in phloem, right? Because that is the food of the plant. Next question. The pulse rate of newborn babies, 100 to 150, 90 to 140, 80 to 120, or 70 to 130. What will be the correct answer? The correct answer will be option 1, 100 to 150. Okay. Next question. Pulmonary artery which supplies deoxygenated blood to the lungs arise from. And your options are right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, or left ventricle. Pulmonary artery is the only artery in the entire human body which carries deoxygenated blood. Okay, students, note this point. This is very important. And pulmonary vein is the only vein in the entire human body which carries oxygenated blood. Okay, and the correct answer for this question will be right ventricle. Okay. Next question. Aorta, which supplies oxygenated blood to the body parts, arise from right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, or left ventricle. Yes, students, the correct answer for this question will be left ventricle. Okay. Next question. Pulmonary vein that carries oxygenated blood into right atrium, right ventricle, or left ventricle. Quickly tell me this answer. As I told you, that pulmonary vein is the only vein that carries oxygenated blood. It will always open to left atrium. Okay. Next question. The superior and inferior vena cava open into right atrium, right ventricle, or left ventricle. Superior and inferior vena cava, what they do? What do? They collect deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood always pours into right atrium. Okay. So number 1 is the right answer. Next question. The oxygenated blood to heart from lungs is supplied by pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, coronary vein, or superior vena cava. The correct answer for this question will be option 2, pulmonary vein. Okay, students. Next question. The largest artery is the aorta, pulmonary artery, coronary artery, or renal artery. All these questions are very important, students. The topics that we have covered, they are also very, very important. Okay. Okay, the right answer for this question will be aorta. The largest artery is the aorta because it transports the blood to the entire body. Okay. Number of blood vessels attached to the heart are 4, 6, 7, or 5. What will be the correct one? The correct one will be option 2, 6. Okay? Not 6. There should be 5. My bad, students. The correct answer will be 5. Okay, this one. Option 4 is the right answer. Next one. The scientist who noticed walls in the leg veins for the first time is Girolamo Fabrici, William Harvey, Malfigi, or Andreas Vesalius. The scientist who noticed was, then it will be number 1, Girolamo Fabrici. Okay, students? Girolamo Fabrici is the right answer. Next question. Who noticed by dissecting dead bodies of human beings that the walls in the blood vessels are one-way valves? Girolamo Fabrici, William Harvey, Malfigi, or Andreas Vesalius? What will be the correct answer, students? See, when we talk about uh, the previous question, the scientist who noticed was in the leg veins is Girolamo Fabrici. But when we talk about that who discovered the valves in the vessels, then it is William Harvey. Okay. Fabrici has missed the most important part of his experiment. Okay. All right, students. Let's do till here for today. Okay. And we will cover more topics, more questions in the upcoming classes. So stay tuned. And yes, do not forget to subscribe our channel, Jatadhara Educational Technology. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, students. I hope you have understood today's class. ఈరోజు క్లాస్ అర్థమైందని అనుకుంటున్నాను. సో మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి కూడా చెప్పండి. మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి కూడా ఈ క్లాసెస్ గురించి చెప్పండి. ఎవరైనా గ్రూప్లో లేకపోతే 7337285228 నెంబర్కి ఎస్ఎస్సి అండ్ మీ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ నేమ్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తే నేను గ్రూప్లో యాడ్ చేస్తాను. ఐఎమ్ రిపీటింగ్ అగైన్ 7337285228 నెంబర్కి ఎస్ఎస్సి స్పేస్ యువర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ నేమ్ మెసేజ్ చేస్తే నేను మీ రెస్పెక్టివ్ గ్రూప్లో మిమ్మల్ని యాడ్ చేస్తాము. ఓకే, అండ్ క్లాసెస్కి రెగ్యులర్గా అటెండ్ అవ్వండి. ఎవరైనా ప్రీవియస్ క్లాసెస్ మిస్ అయ్యి ఉంటే మీరు క్లాసెస్ కూడా వినొచ్చు, వీడియో యూట్యూబ్లో చూడొచ్చు. అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ టు అవర్ ఛానల్ Jatadhara Educational Technology. Bye everyone. Again we will meet tomorrow at the same time 8 p.m.